Where do you think the incorrect or where parents struggle? Does it just come from frustration? Is it learned? Is it how we were treated as children? I mean, we're all trying to do our best, right? It's just we kind
Absolutely.
of get to wits end. And I have adult children, and we're pretty much through that for the most part. But you just, I guess, unless you reach out for help or you look for resources, you just do your best.
Absolutely. We're all just doing what we know and what we do best. I think it's just kind of an interesting situation when we have kids. No matter what you read, no matter what you do, no matter what your experiences are, we all think we might have an idea of what parenting involves and what it is. And it's nothing. There is no way to prepare for parenting until you are in it, until you experience it. So we find ourselves thrown into the deep end where we're yelling and we expect these little kids to be to know and understand after the first time we tell them something. So our frame of reference is just completely thrown on its ear. We're completely beside ourselves. All we really have to do is pull from how we were raised. So if you don't sit with yourself and you don't ask yourself the hard questions about what am I bringing to this relationship? How was I raised? How is that informing my parenting? And is it working? We all do need to start somewhere. I did go to a parenting class. We had our oldest, in a Montessori preschool. And I went to a parenting class there, and I was locked and loaded. I got a husband at war, I got 4 kids overnight, I have a business. But I had all these justifications about why I was yelling at my kids. And the teacher just simply asked, is it working? 3 words, boom, like, nope, it's not working. So that was a splash of cold water on my face to realize, okay, I need to sit and figure out how I'm showing up and how I can show up differently. So that was
Yeah.
what kind of pivoted my behavior, thinking, okay, I can't keep yelling and getting results.
I shouldn't say everything. So many things come back to communication and kind of self-reflection. Even, I mean, not only with parenting, look at yourself first, as you're saying, but it just with, because I handle people going through divorce, people having marital problems. And so many of the people I talk to doing other podcasts is that it always starts with looking at yourself and what are you doing? What can you correct, as opposed to blaming? Kind of like you said, you came in fully loaded and realized the first thing they put it right back on you.
Well, that's why I structured the chapters the way that I did, because one of the very first things is, ego is get your ego out of the way. And then I go through a series of questions and asking ourselves, well, what am I bringing to the table? And is that coming from how I was raised? And how can I show up differently?